Are you serious? Are you serious? No, guys, we're going to have a famine in the land. And it's it's a famine, guys. And I think it's a manufactured famine in a lot of ways. Are you serious? But it's getting worse. It's getting worse. Is there a manufactured famine taking place right now? Are you serious? Well, this is what we're going to take a look at. I think, the other day, I think Sunday night, we talked about the 24 different food processing plants that have burned to the ground or either caught on fire somehow, or arson, or two different airplanes crashed into them. I mean, there's all kinds of weird things going on. But now, massive food recall of beef and chicken. You're not going to believe this story. Let me put a shout out right now, if I could, for healthwithpaul.com. That's www.healthwithpaul.com. When you start thinking about your collagen, that's what really helps make you look better, feel better. Really, in a lot of ways, it's and so how do you replace that? How do you replace the collagen? How do you support yourself to make yourself feel better and do it in a proper way? Well, listen to this. Studies show that our mental health even changes based on how many or how few wrinkles we have. So anti-aging companies prey on this. But many of their products don't work because they just fail to target the root concerns that contribute to the wrinkles. The true way to attack the wrinkle concerns, guys, is by going underneath the surface of the skin in ways that will promote youthfulness. This is why I'm going to highly recommend to you Multi-Collagen by BioTrust. You can get this at www.healthwithpaul.com. That's www.healthwithpaul.com. This, no, it's not human collagen. I would never endorse that, but it's egg, plant, and fish collagen. And what it does, it will really help make your skin look better, feel better, your joints, everything. You will improve the youthfulness, the vibrancy. You need that. And you can save 51%. That's www.healthwithpaul.com. That's www.healthwithpaul.com. All right. Now, here's the story. And it's really disturbing. I hope you can deal with this, but we have to deal with this because our health is on the line. All of us, okay? Our health is on the line. And the food shortage is really looking serious. Here we go. Walmart, first of all, 120,872 pounds of ground beef recalled nationwide from Walmart and other retailers. It's 120,872 pounds of ground beef. And it's because they could be contaminated by E. coli. Could be. And so when I saw that, I said, whoa, you're throwing a lot of food away on a could be. Anyway, Lakeside Refrigerated Services, based in Swedensboro, New Jersey, has recalled more than 120,000 pounds of ground beef. The company believes that there may have been possible E. coli contamination. And the potential contamination was discovered during a standard inspection from the United States Department of Agriculture's Food Safety Inspection Services. The FSIS reports that the recalled ground beef was produced between February 1st and April 8th and shipped nationwide. Some of the ground beef was sold through Walmart's brand Market Side. All the products that are a part of this nationwide recall share one major thing in common. They will each have the EST number 46841. Check your fridge. Inside the USDA mark of inspection on the product. That's ES 46841. Check the fridge. If you have purchased any of those products, the FSIS urges you to just don't eat it. You should either throw it away or return it to the store from where you bought it. In total, there were 42 different products affected by this recall. You can see all 42 products if you go to the USDA file, use that little number. Da, 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 da. Here's a phone number to call. Call Lakeside. The number is 1-800-493-9042. That's 1-800-493-9042 if you want to know more about that situation. Where's the beef? Well, that's a concern. It's not. If we keep going to this route where we're having more and more contaminations and supply chain disruptions, we're gonna have an issue, guys. And we already had the government of the United States trying its best to eliminate meat and a lot of other food from our diet. And I don't know what's going to happen. The prices are going to skyrocket. The war, the Ukraine, the grain. And oh, by the way, as they gathered at a huge barn housing stacks of caged hens, workers were told to forget about their usual routine of collecting eggs and feeding the birds. They killed 5 million chickens instead. What? Yep. The U.S. egg factory roast alive 5.3 million chickens in an avian flu slaughter. And then the owner, who is Glenn Taylor, who also owns the Minnesota Timberwolves basketball team, he then fired almost everybody that worked there. The laborers at one of the largest egg factories arrived at the plant in Rembrandt, Iowa, early one morning to discover they were about to work themselves out of a job. As they gathered at this huge barn housing stacks of caged hens, the workers were told to forget about their usual routine of collecting eggs and feeding the birds. Overnight, the factory had been slaughtering more than 5 million chickens using a gruesome killing method after detecting one case of avian flu. Even the supervisors were assigned to the disastrous task of dragging these dead chickens out of the packed cages. It was awful. Okay. It was awful. And this process has been repeated at chicken and turkey farms all across Iowa and 28 other states across America, from Maine to Utah. More than 22 million chickens have been killed in an attempt to contain the avian flu outbreak. The majority of these chickens that have been killed have been in Iowa, the United States' biggest producer of eggs. The slaughter of these 5.3 million at Rembrandt was the largest chicken slaughtering of any factory farm in the nation. And in recorded history, right? It's just off the charts. I'm starting to wonder, guys, if we in the middle of a manufactured famine, because it's coming at us from every direction now. Now, Brock brought up a great point to me. Is there a prophecy taking place here from the Bible? And the Bible does say in the book of Hosea, chapter 4, what we've called the Hosea prophecy. The Bible says, "Hear the word of the Lord, ye children of Israel, for the Lord hath a controversy with the inhabitants of the land, because there's no truth, nor mercy, nor knowledge of God in the land. By swearing and lying and killing and stealing and committing adultery, they break out, and blood touches blood. Therefore shall the land mourn, and every one that dwelleth therein shall languish, with the beasts of the field, and with the fowls of heaven. Yea, the fishes of the sea also shall be taken away." It's taking place right now. We've had massive animal die-offs over the last 12 years. Okay. I mean, look, you guys know that it's massive. Now we are slaughtering our own chickens and turkeys. And flying planes in the building. Yeah, and there's food processing plants just going up in smoke, fires breaking out everywhere. 2 different food processing plants were destroyed because airplanes crashed into the buildings. I can't figure that one out. 1 plane, that's an accident. 2, somebody help me understand that one. And what's going on here? So we have a famine. Jesus said it in Matthew 24, that there would be famines in the land. Okay. And, when I think of famines, I think of drought. I think of, it don't rain, which that's part of it too. And there's famines right now where it isn't raining. And then I think of wildfires burning up millions of acres and destroying good vineyards and things. And that's happening. Look at California over the last 7 years. Look at Arizona and Colorado, Washington State, Oregon. We've seen Idaho. We've seen this. We're seeing this. Canada last year, Australia the year before that, other parts of the world, Europe now having crazy wildfires. It's affecting the food supply. Then you have a war where Russia's bombing the breadbasket of the world in Ukraine. And now, next thing you know, 30% of the world's wheat and barley is not going to be planted. And then we have policies under the Biden administration, under this Green New Deal mentality. And they're paying the farmers to just plow up their fields and not plant. They're paying them not to plant. They're pouring millions of gallons of milk out. Over here, and there's going to be a salt. There's going to be a famine in salt. They're having an issue. And then we got thousands of ships out off the coast of Shanghai that can't get unloaded because they're in a green fence lockdown. And then we don't have enough truck drivers to drive the food to the stores. And then you have truck drivers being fired left and right in Canada. It's a manufactured famine. It's a control of the food supply. And it's going to bring about global chaos. And oh, by the way, while this is all going on, they want us to eat fake meat and grub worms.
You get that at a premium price.
Yeah, and sticks and weeds. And you could pay a lot for that. And the Bible says in the book of Revelation that when the black horsemen of the apocalypse, we might as well go there, it's prophecy time. If you go to Revelation chapter 6, the Bible says that when this black horse of the apocalypse starts to gallop, when it starts to gallop, the price of wheat and barley will skyrocket. Well, what do you think's going on right now? It says, and I heard a voice in the midst, this is Revelation 6:6. And when I heard a voice in the midst of the 4 beasts say, a measure of wheat for a penny, 3 measures of barley for a penny, and see thou hurt not the oil and the wine. Price of food. Why? Because this black horse in verse 5, when he had opened the 3rd seal, I heard the 3rd beast say, come and see. And I beheld and lo, a black horse, and he that sat on him, and a pair of balances in his hand. The price of food, the economy. Oh, and by the way, have you noticed the stock market lately? It's not doing all that great either. And oh, by the way, there's a war of global reset mentality over the currencies. And then there's the digital dollar that they're working on over here. And different microchips and technologies. All of which is pointing us toward the mark of the beast. I mean, it's racing toward us. I don't think we're ready. Are you saved? Are you seriously considering it? Is this the Hosea prophecy once again? I'll be right back in a moment. Get some coffee, everybody. I need some more. Thank you, Brock. Appreciate that. Hold my body down. Ain't no grave gonna hold my body down. When I hear that trumpet sound, I'm gonna get up out of the ground. There ain't no grave gonna hold my body down. Mike from around the world tonight. Look way down the river. What do you think you see? Yeah, they've even turning on CERN. I see a band of angels, and they're coming after me. Well, Until you hear from me, there ain't no grave gonna hold my body down. Yep, we'll ask him about the white trains tonight. Thank you. Gonna hold my body down. Yeah, I showed that video. I was the guy that started it, and you can go watch it. I have a video about this right here. Well, meet me, Jesus, meet me. Meet me in the middle of the air. And if these wings don't fail me, I'll meet you anywhere. There ain't no grave gonna hold my body down. I'll bring it up. No, there ain't no grave gonna hold my body down. Well, meet me, mother and father, down by the river road. Mama, you know I'll be there. I'm a checking in my load. Well, there ain't no grave gonna hold my body down. No, there ain't no grave Whoops. Gonna hold my body down. No, there ain't no grave gonna hold my body down. Oh, that's right. Also, guys, the famine is really spreading in Lebanon, the country of Lebanon, and in Yemen right now, because they were counting, they get most of their, and Egypt too, gets their wheat, barley, grains for their breads from Ukraine. And so when there's a shortage, somebody starts losing out. The Americans could pay the money. They've got more money. We'll pay more. We just raise our prices. That's why you already see that inflation rate skyrocketing. But the poorer countries can't. And, you know, when you're in the Middle East, everybody eats pita bread. I mean, everybody. And, you know, when you're in Israel and every one of the Middle Eastern countries, every meal comes with hummus. You generally hummus and pita bread mixed in with other salads and vegetables and different things. And I mean, the bread is huge. And so now the shortage is getting worse. I just want to share that with you. That's very important. Now, tonight, Mike Around the World is going to be our guest. That's going to be it. But we're starting early. It's a double header tonight. We're starting early at 9 p.m. Eastern, approximately 9 p.m. Eastern. We'll be going live. Our first guest will be Steve Quayle, and we'll be talking about some of these things that are going on around the world. Certainly, some of the evils that's happening. Of course, he is going to be featured also in that upcoming webinar, Overcoming Evil. Matter of fact, you can get your tickets now either on our website, or you can get it, or you can go to Eventbrite. This is going to be an amazing webinar, to say the least. Give me a moment here. I mean, and I want to show you something. I'm show you how. I'll do a little help you to find out how to get your tickets. Okay, the webinar.
Evil is on the rise. It's all around us, and it's closing in from all sides. So what do we do about it? Don't miss Overcoming Evil, the latest powerful webinar from Begley Prophecy Ministries. A lineup of experts will examine and explain demons and deliverance from a variety of perspectives. The Overcoming Evil webinar. Order it now at paulbegleyprophecy.com. Evil is on the rise. It's all around us, and it's closing in from all sides. So what do we do about it? Don't miss Overcoming Evil, the latest powerful webinar from Paul Begley Prophecy Ministries. A lineup of experts will examine and explain demons and deliverance from a variety of perspectives. The Overcoming Evil webinar. Order it now at paulbegleyprophecy.com.
Yeah, this is really going to be a great webinar, folks, to say the least. I mean, it is going to be amazing. Now, what Steve Quayle, you notice the lineup there. Steve Quayle, what name wasn't even on there when they made this promo, but Steve Quayle is going to be amazing what he's going to talk about in this webinar. So tonight, I asked Steve, would you come on tonight and help us kick off tonight's broadcast? So it's a double header with Steve Quayle and then followed with Mike from around the world, starting at approximately 9 p.m. Eastern tonight. So be ready for that. I think all of us are going to understand just how important this webinar is. As a matter of fact, let's see if we can help walk you through how to order the tickets, okay? Because they did it a little, it's not really different. I just want to show you where to push the button, make it easy for you. So we'll go there right now. Okay. Now, see how they did it. It's a little different, but I kind of like it. So here we go. There we go. Okay. So there's our website. And that's the home page right there. If you go there, right there, you see there's a little reminder that Saturday morning, we're doing the global revival. Saturday morning at 10 o'clock. It's a free webinar. Everyone's invited to watch it. It'll be live at our website at paulbegleyprophecy.com. Also, it will be live on YouTube. The global revival we did 2 months ago, in which we brought in different speakers from different parts of the world who have missions or are preachers or evangelists, different parts of America and around the world. This Saturday's global revival is amazing. One thing, Pakistan, one of our people that we've been supporting, Pastor Atif Reza, who we've been supporting at Public Prophecy Ministries now for the last 6-7 years. He is able to get 2,400 people. Listen to what I'm telling you. He will have 2,400 people gathered for this event. And we'll hear him speak. And we'll also see the crowds in Pakistan as they will be worshiping with us from Pakistan. And so this will be an amazing event and that he will be involved with, folks. Amazing. Also, we have pastors from Africa. We have pastors from India. We have pastors from I think Indonesia. I'm not sure about that. Other parts of America, and tying this all together. I'll be hosting the broadcast for you. I'm working closely with Israel Hall and Jade, who are going to be producing the broadcast. I got all of our folks involved, Tara Trogler and all the different people involved. I don't have the list in front of me, or I'd name more names, and I don't know exactly who the exact lineup is, but I'll have that for you. That's Saturday morning at 10 a.m. Okay. You don't have to do anything there. Just be there. Be out on my website or be on YouTube. But now here it is. This is the Paul Begley Prophecy main page. All right, I'm going to take my cursor. How do I get the webinar, Paul? Click here to register. Do you see it right there? Click here to register. This is the webinar right here. So just click on this right here. And it takes you right there to Paul Begley Overcoming Evil. Click here to register. So I click, boom, and there it is. All right. It's going to be an incredible, like we said, it's an incredible lineup. when you start talking about Lester Sumrall, the grandson of Dr. Lester Sumrall, Michael Bodia, the grandson of Dimitri Duduman, Mike from around the world, you know who he is, Steve Quayle, amazing presentation that he's going to give us on those glyphs that his team has discovered down in Mexico, and they're deciphering what they believe is fallen angel technology, fallen angel language. Also, Doug Hagman showing us actual pictures of crime scenes where satanic rituals took place and artifacts from crime scenes that he and Russ Dizdar investigated. And there's also Tom Dunn, who for 20 years was the assistant for Pastor Russ Dizdar. He will be here since Pastor Russ has, of course, passed on to be with the Lord. So we'll have Tom Dunn telling us the stories. Lester Sumrall, of course, he's going to share the stories from his grandfather. He traveled with his grandfather to 40 countries of the world before his grandfather died, and the miracles and the stories and the overcoming evil. I'll be speaking in this one, and I think I'm forgetting somebody, and I feel bad about it right now. I can't see all the list, but it will be an incredible. That's what you do, though. You just click there. There it is, guys. Seriously, get your tickets now. All right, get your tickets. Easy to get them there. Go to paulbegleyprophecy.com. Let's show that one more time for those who may have missed it. Okay, this is the homepage. Just go to paulbegleyprophecy.com. That's paulbegleyprophecy.com. When you get there, just click right on the banner, and then click here to register. Boom, and then there it is. So let's get signed up, guys, for this webinar. For it is a powerful webinar. There's no doubt about that. I just want you to be blessed. And this might be our best webinar we've ever done. I know it's the best webinar ever on this subject, demon and demonology, overcoming evil. It is going to be incredible. So we don't want you to miss it, okay? Robo-Mom! We all love you, Robo-Mom. Are you awake out there in California? Well, I tell you what, she's so dedicated. She's awake day and night. Thank God. Praise the Lord. Guys, I'll be back. There's a lot going on. I'll be back with some more information. Don't forget tonight's broadcast with Mike from around the world. We'll start early. Around 9 o'clock with Steve Quayle, and then Mike from around the world. So don't miss this one. It is going to be a very important broadcast. We are going to ask Mike about the white trains, about the white trailers on the trains. The food control. Remember when Mike told us that there was going to be food shortages and our shelves were going to get empty? And he told us that 2 years before it actually happened. And I remember that night when he said that, because I said, "What? Are you serious? Why?" I remember saying, "Why? Why?" He goes, "Well, I'm just telling you, pretty soon the shelves are going to go empty and some of your favorite brands are just going to disappear from the shelves." And I kept saying, "But why? Give me the reason why." He never would. But 2 years before it happened, he said it was going to happen, which shows you he had intel of a controlled food control, a controlled famine. It's going to get ugly, folks. It's going to get very ugly. Give your life to Jesus Christ. We're running out of time. Are you saved? I'm going to get some coffee and try to calm down. I'll be right back with some more breaking news that Brock has just brought in here to me. Yeah, this could be a 7-cup coffee night tonight. Yeah, could be 7 cups. Make a special pot for tonight.